Welcome, welcome. Right, let's see what's coming up for the coming week. What should we know for the Aquarian, Gemini, and Librans? Whoa. King of Pentacles. There is something going on with the energy of the King of Pentacles. This is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man, or a businessman. All right. Let's see what should you know about this man. So Aquarian, Gemini, and Libran. This Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn man fell out. Let's see what should we know about this man. What should we? Oh, Justice is in the reverse for this person. Some of you were dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn man. Justice is in the reverse for this person. Yeah. They now found out what this person have done. It has to do with money. Whoever this Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn man is could have stolen money. People are now finding out what this person have done. This is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn man. He has stolen money. Yeah. He and his family has stolen a lot of money. Whoever this man is, the truth is now coming out. So a lot of you, Aquarian, Gemini, or Libran, you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn man. This man has stolen a whole lot of money. The truth is going to be coming out. He and his family is not very positive. They're now going to be finding out what he has done. Yes. This man is could be someone from another country, another place. This man could have stolen a whole lot of money and has profited from a whole lot of money. They're now finding out what this man have done. Whoever this man is, they're having evidence that this man took money that was not his. And it is now going to be coming out in this week, okay? So, whatever is going on, ladies and gentlemen, whoever the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn man is, he and his family are not kosher. They're now going to be finding out what he and his family have done. This man is from another country, another place, another city, but this man is not kosher. This man could be a businessman, someone who has money, but how he comes on his money, he and his family, they are criminals. He and his family do things that is not above water, okay? Don't worry about my eyes, it's just my lens. I think that my lens, there was problems with my lens, so don't worry about my eyes. Just problems with my lens. All right, let's see. Ooh, a lot of messages coming out. Ooh, the energy of the lovers. There is something coming out with the energy of the lovers also. Yeah, a couple is now in problem. They caught a couple. They recognize what a couple have done. A couple is now in problems. Yeah, the energy of love is in the reverse. So a lot of you that was in a relationship or some sort of a problem with a relationship, the law is onto a couple. Whoever this couple is, the law have caught this couple. This couple had collaborated to do something that was not above water. Whoever this couple is coming up as you, water sign, you and your partner, whether you're married or in a relationship, you and your partner did something that was not above water. It is going to be coming out in this week, okay? So someone is watching me. Someone is trying to figure out if people know what they and their partners have done. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. And it could have that you have done this to a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person. So, hair sign people, things is going to be coming out. Whatever you have done against a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn woman, she came out in the upright. This is a person that you and your couple work against, took money, stole from this person. It is now going to be coming out in this week. All right, so angels, let me just start with a reading because this seems to be a heavy reading that is coming up. This looks like a very heavy reading. All right, so let's see what's coming out. Yes, I see heartbreaks. There was heartbreaks. You created some sort of a heartbreaks. Yeah, you created some sort of a heartbreaks. Yeah, I see you're regretting what you have done because you have caught. You're being caught. People know what you have done to someone. Okay. Yeah. You used love. You played. You were showing love, false love to someone in order for someone to connect with you. People are now finding out what you have done. So a lot of you, some sort of a situation where you created false love. towards another person because you were trying to get something out of this person. This person find out that whatever love you were showing was not based on facts. They now found out that it was false love. All right, so let's move on with this reading. Yes, so Aquarians, you're going to be in some sort of a problem. Okay, Aquarians is going to be in some sort of a problem. Yeah, men, both young, yeah, there's a man and his son. Your son could be Aquarian, Gemini, or Libran. You could be Aquarian, Gemini, or Libran. People found out what you have done. Okay, so there is going to be problems coming up for a man and his son, or a man and a younger man. People found out what you have done. Okay, yeah. You were hoping and wishing for something. It is not going to be coming true. So there was a older man and his son that was wishing and hoping for something. It is not going to be coming true. And the reason why is because you and your son, or you and a younger man, co-created some sort of a disillusion. And people have now found out what you have done. So your wishes and dreams for Aquarians, this is really, there is a situation with an Aquarian and there's a situation with a Gemini. So you could be an Aquarian man and you have a Gemini son. People in authority have now found out what you and your son have done. Yeah, the energy of this person, this is a this person is coming up as an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian. They found out that you older men, 50 years and older, collaborated with a young Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian. This is a Leo person, and your son that is a Gemini, and did something that was not above water. The truth is now coming out. I see a lot of you men 50 years and older is now regretting a situation. You men 50 years and older, you really did something that was not above water. Whatever you did, it wasn't above water. You did something that was injustice, sorry, to another person, and they now found out what you have done. Yeah, the energy of the lovers. They're now finding out that you, Aquarian, Gemini, or Librans, and a Leo person was lovers. They have evidence. They're now finding this out. Justice is not in favor of you men, you Aquarian men. Okay, it can be Aquarian, Gemini, or Libra. Justice is not in favor of you. People in authority recognize what you have done. Okay, so the energy of the cup of love is in the reverse. I see you have no love. You feel no love anymore for someone. You collaborated with someone and steal a lot of money. People in authority find out that the persons that you say work with you is not that person. You use the person that work with you information and identity to give your lover. Yeah, the truth is now coming out. And that is only for men 50 years and older. They found out that you lied. You were going around. You have secret love affairs, secret hookups. People in authority is now finding out that you have not been speaking the truth. They're seeing your text messages. They're seeing communication and your text messages. So I see a lot of you men 50 years old in this week is going to be carrying a lot of burdens. And the reason why is because Capricorn person is going to be winning over you. They recognize that you lie and you used a Capricorn person information to give to your lover to collect a lot of money. People in authority now have evidence. So yeah, there's a lot of worries that is going to be coming up, and this worries is going to be affecting Geminis, Gemini people, and Libran. Like men 50 years and older this week have a situation to do with men 50 years and older. Yeah. And a Capricorn woman, the Empress, whoever the Empress is, a Capricorn woman or an Empress is now finding out that you created some sort of a illusion within some sort of a relationship. This person is now finding out what you have done. Yeah, they now recognize what you have done in the past. It's like you went after this person. You went after this person because you were trying to dig dirt on someone. Whoever you tried to dig dirt on, it didn't work out in your favor, because now people are now finding out that you lied. Yeah, people are now finding out someone tried to dig up dirt on another person, and they start to look into you as a person, and they found a lot. Yeah, they recognize that a house is for a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You have no authority. You have nothing. You have never paid anything. You never lived in this house. They recognize that you lied. You use a Capricorn woman data and information in order to financier your lover. They're now finding out a whole lot about someone. So yes, they're now recognizing how much money you took, how much money you and your lover have stolen. So it is a situation where a lot of you had co-created some sort of a situation in order to collect a lot of money. They recognize that you and your son, or you and a younger person that is an Aquarian, Gemini, or Libran, have lied. They're now having evidence. They're now seeing the truth. They're recognizing that the love of money, they're finding out a whole lot of information surrounding the love of money. So I see problems for a young Gemini. A young Gemini is in a whole lot of problems. I see a young Gemini, if you are an Aquarian, Gemini, or Libra person, a young Gemini is in a whole lot of problem. And I see a young Gemini is no longer in love with you, or is, you know, this young Gemini is now recognizing, Jesus, you brought me in a lot of problems. Okay, so I see the energy, whoever was connected with a Sagittarian, or whoever was connected with someone in another country, they're finding out about an affair, a love affair that you had with someone in another country. They're finding out the truth about who you are. The energy of justice is in the reverse for a couple from another country. They recognize that you, air sign, was having some sort of an affair with a young Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person. This person is from another country. They have no status in a country where they're living. You try to switch your co-worker information to give to your young lover. I don't know who this is for, but this is what the message that is coming out. And now people in authority is now finding out what you have done. So this is going to be affecting an Aquarian man, whoever this Aquarian man is. This Aquarian man is going to be having problems with the law. They're now gaining information about what an Aquarian man have done. An Aquarian man, yeah, this is coming up as an Aquarian man, and we're going to be seeing, because the love for this person, a lot of people are going to be falling out of love with you. If people had like you, people are now going to be finding out what you have done. Okay, I see a young Gemini. I see you falling out of love with an Aquarian person. So an Aquarian person could have been your father. Yeah, it's coming up as your father or a family member. But yeah, the love that you had for this person is no longer there. All right. So the energy of justice in the reverse. A lot of you Aquarian men in business. I don't see whatever business that you're trying to put together, the law is against you, so they are against you getting this business off the ground. Yeah, you men 50 years and older, you did something to another person. Okay, I want you to see this. So ladies 50 years and older, Aquarian, Gemini, and Libran ladies 50 years and older, be careful. So on Monday, no success for you, especially Aquarian men. On Monday, no success. People are now finding out that you were having a love affair with a young Leo person. Okay, you use this young Leo person. You were having a love affair with this young Leo person. A lot of people are going to be aware of this. A lot of people are going to be knowing what you have done. You use your co-workers' information and gave to your young lover that is a Leo. A lot of people are going to be finding out what you have done. You were hoping to get something and it didn't happen because people in authority catch on to what you have done. So a lot of you are going to be in some sort of a problem because they found out what you and your young lover, that is a Leo, have done. They recognize that person is your lover and not your co-worker. So Aquarian men, Men 50 years and older, Aquarian men, they now found out that you created a fraud. Okay, you're in the reverse, and justice is also in the reverse for you. They now found out that you created a fraud. You lie. You gave your co-worker information to your lover and collected a whole lot of money. The truth is now coming out. A lot of people are now going to be finding out what you have done. A Virgo is now in a whole lot of problem, and a Virgo is going to be giving you up. A Gemini person, you're thinking about walking away from a family situation, walking away from your family. You recognize and you found out the truth that your father or your family members have lied. So Gemini, between the age of 18 and 45, you're going to be walking away, turning your back on a love, turning your back on your family, turning your back on an Aquarian person, because you found out that this Aquarian person lied. Okay. This Gemini is now in a whole lot of problems. They caught this Gemini doing something on someone else's telephone, on someone else's, accessing someone else's detail. They caught them. Text messages between you and a Pisces over money. I've given up a whole lot of information. Heartbreaks is here because they found out that some sort of a conversation between you and a Pisces. I see heartbreaks, especially, yeah, heartbreaks, because they found out there is a conversation going on between you and a Pisces person, and you and a Pisces person are having conflicts surrounding money. Okay, they find out that someone was having some sort of a secret love affair and lied about it. Okay, they're having evidence that someone did have a secret love affair and lied about it, and used someone else's information in order to acquire a whole lot of money. It is now coming out. A lot of people are now recognizing that there was a huge fraud that was taking place. A lot of people are now understanding and having evidence to see that a huge fraud took place, and finding out that someone was playing a lot of people. Okay, so a player is caught. People now recognize that this player was using data and information. This player was selling documentation. This player was using people information in order to acquire wealth. There's a whole lot of worries. A lot of you are going to be carrying burdens. Someone went after someone and wanted to investigate someone. And then people see that this person is clean, and people start to wonder, why is it that this person wants to know information? And it's as if someone switched the card and said, let's look at this person. Why is this person wants to gather information over another person? Because people recognize that this other person, you know, is just a normal person. So I see a lot of you who try to get some sort of information about someone. People recognize, yeah, this person don't have anything about their past, but you do. So you try to gain information on someone and their past, and this person and whoever you try to investigate, the investigators turn around and start looking at you and is finding out a lot of dark secrets about you. So Jupiter is in Capricorn. If your mother is a Capricorn, the family is turning away from this person. Yeah, this is something that if your mother is a Capricorn, this mother is a karmatic mother. That means you were born, your mother is karma, and you were born in karma. Your mother is not kosher. Your mother have family secrets. Your mother has things about her family that is affecting you as a person. They're recognizing that your mother family, they carry a lot of secrets. They're looking at details and information about your mother's family. There is something about your mother family that they're digging up information about your mother's family. So, yeah, water sign, if your mother is a Capricorn, There is something about your mother's family history that people are looking back at. I don't know who you are, but you try to go after someone, and what happened is that you try to go after someone, you try to throw someone under the bus, and you're an evil person. You're a very evil person, because only evil people do these deeds. There is someone out there that someone has helped you out of, you know, when you were at your lowest level, and you try to go after that person because you are jealous of that person. You're bad-minded, you're jealous, and you're an evil friggin' demon, okay? And people are now seeing you for who you are. For many, many years, you have hid, or whoever this person is, have hide themselves under a mask. And now the mask is falling off, and people are now seeing how friggin' devious you are. Okay? They're now recognizing. They're recognizing how devious, how very devious that you are as a person. So I see the energy of the Lovers. Justice is in the reverse. I see someone have canceled a divine contract with you. Okay, and it can be a Capricorn person. They have canceled their divine contract with you. This person, they have evidence what you have done to this person. They recognize that you tried to get back at this person and do something, and the law caught you, and the law have caught you and what you have done. Okay, so a lot of information about a family came out and how a family got a new start. Yeah, a family is now in a whole lot of problem. A family is now in a whole lot of problems. A lot of information about a family and their kids, a family and what they have done to other people. Okay, so this family could have collaborated to work against other people. So it's like someone in this family was trying to get some sort of a new start. It's not going to be happening, because they now recognize and see what you have done to another person. So you went up against a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person, and this person took you down. This person stood their ground and recognized there is no way, Jose, that you are going to be creating chaos in my world. Okay, all I've done for you is only good, and you are trying to you know, put a block in my way. You are trying to create a lot of illusions for me, and they now found out you and your family went after a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person. It's coming up as a Capricorn person, but this person is divinely protected. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot go after people because people are divinely protected. Some people are just divinely protected. And whoever you are, you and your family try to go after this person, and then they start to investigate your family because they recognize, no, there's something going on. Why this person went after this person and their family. So I see you and your family are going to be having a lot of problems, a lot of issues. Okay. I don't know if you guys have the McDonald's. Okay, so I have the big cups and the small cups. So anyway, get back to this. I don't know who you are, but you have been caught. You and your family tried to ruin another person, and yeah, they start to dig in your family history, and they're gaining a whole lot of information. So in the weekend, a lot of worries in the weekend. A lot of you and your wives or your mother or your sister is carrying a lot of burdens. Okay. Jupiter is in Capricorn. So this is a divine person. Whoever this person is divine. This person is divine, is divinely protected. But you were not aware that this person was divinely protected. You lied. You tried to use this person to climb the ladder and to use this person to financially support your third parties, sneaky links, fuck buddies, and they now find out. A Virgo is in a whole lot of problems because of you men 50 years and older. Virgo is in a whole lot of problems. They found out what the Virgo have done. Communication between you and a Pisces is not going to be resolving in a positive way. They're finding out that a lot of you have secrets. So let's break it down. Gemini. So some of you Gemini men are in some sort of a problem. Okay, some of you Gemini men are going to be losing something. Gemini men and older men and younger men, but the younger people could be male or female, but this is a masculine energy. A whole lot of problems for Gemini in this week. Whatever you have done and created some sort of a chaos problem for someone else's house, they're going to be now finding out what you have done. They now have evidence and is going to be finding out what you have done. Then we are looking at the situation with Librans. You Librans are going to be finding out that a Leo was the lover of an Aquarian. So you Librans have given papers and document that was for a Capricorn person to an Aquarian man. An Aquarian man give it to his lover that is a young Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian person. We see money. This person used the documents to collect a whole lot of money. This person and their lover is now caught. It is going to be coming out. I think they were caught from last week. People put the puzzle together. They were confronted last week. Okay, so the energy of the lovers, I see someone someone have caught their divine connection with you. Whatever divinity, whatever divine connection that someone had with some of you, someone have cut the cords. Okay, someone have no more love for you because of what you have done to this person. There was a twin flame, soul flame relationship, and this twin flame, the masculine or the feminine, went after one of them, and the divine intervened. Divine have intervened. Okay, so that connection is no longer there. So they're going to be finding out. They're gaining a lot of information from your text messages, and they're going to be finding they have evidence on you. I don't know who you are, but there's a lot of evidence that they have. You have been texting multiple people. You have multiple secret affairs, secret hookup. You tried to take down someone because you tried to steal someone else's house by giving your co-worker. You tried to steal your co-worker house by giving your co-worker information and data on your lover that is a Leo, whether it's a man or a woman. Okay, because you fuck both ways. So whoever you are, they now recognize that you were jealous of your co-worker house and steal data and information of your co-worker's house, gave it to your lover that you're one of them, because you fuck around with everything, anyone. So you use this young person in order to collect a whole lot of money, and people now have evidence that that person does not work for you. You friggin' liar, evil fucker. You both need to go to jail. And now they're going to be finding out your family's secret. They're now going to be finding out what your family has been doing. They're now going to be digging up, because you try to make people dig up on a Capricorn person, and it's switch around because they're recognizing that this person doesn't do anything. Why would this person? And they recognize that you are a very dishonest, fucked up person. You're mentally disturbed. They're really, really finding out. Whoever this person is, people are now finding out how really disturbed this person is. So I see you went after someone. You went after a divine empress, and they're going after you now. So I'm leaving it here, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste.